And we are live. Amazing how a plan comes together. I love it. And welcome. Thursdays, right here on a Rumble Studio. This is the Nova Nexus. And I'm James at the Idol Smasher Orphan Survivor Ham. And to support the channel and support this show, buymeacoffee.com / the Idol Smasher. Thank you for tuning in. Glad to have you here. Weekly biblical discussion, study, and chat where you are invited. In fact, I'm going to put the link right now in the chat box. This is going out to everybody out there watching. We've got, of course, Rumble Studio here. We're also broadcasting. And okay, we're back now. We got kicked off. That was interesting. I haven't ever been kicked out of the Rumble Studio before. We were putting All right, let me bring Rosalie in here. Maybe if I brought her in, she'll bring some good luck. And then we'll try this again. Good evening, Rosalie. How you doing? Are you there? Can I hear you?
Yep. Can you hear me?
Hi. Well, I keep getting kicked out of the room.
Okay. I'm back.
I don't know why, but I keep getting kicked out of the room. I can't.
I got kicked out too.
Let's see if I can. Some Nexus, this is going to be. We keep having to stop talking every 5 minutes. My goodness, I'm trying to get a link.
I'm right here. It keeps telling me that something's gone wrong.
Well, folks, this we were doing all right. We were doing all right there for a little while, weren't we?
Yeah. Well, I tried to post something in the message, in the private message.
Okay, this is going to be Russian roulette. We could do this for the first 5 minutes, but I can't do this for the whole hour.
Check 1 2.
You're back. I'm back too.
Okay, so I'm not the only one getting knocked out.
No, you're not.
Okay, because it keeps telling me, "Oops, something went wrong. Refresh the page."
Yeah, and it comes back, and I had to give permissions for my microphone and everything. So it kicks us both out?
Yeah. Yeah, it keeps saying, "Oops, something went wrong. Refresh the page."
Well, I would love to have a link in the chat that would get.
Check 1 2.
Okay.
Check 1 2.
We can
try a new link or something. I don't know what to tell you.
I mean, I don't even have to paste anything over there for it to kick me out. It's just
it just happens, yeah.
All right, mic check 1 2. Rosalie, you're back in.
Okay.
I guess we won't be putting anything over in the chat today, so there is a link in the description to this week's Torah portion, which we'll be talking about. Normally, over in the
Okay. Okay, I'm back.
I'm back too. We might just have to cancel the show if we keep getting kicked out like this.
Yeah, that or try a different link or something.
Let me try the Torah portion. Let me try link to Kabod.
Well, that's what I've got. I've been trying to.
Well, it's if we try it again, it's going to. Well, it's been fun, folks.
Yeah. Yeah. E-I-E-I-O. Whoops. There we go again.
We'll try it. We'll try and get through this. Don't post anything.
Yeah.
It's
We
kicks us
not
out. If we don't post,
have is not until tomorrow.
what's not till tomorrow?
Tisha B'Av.
Correct. Is that tomorrow? Oh, that is.
Yeah.
It's the first, I guess, for our 1st of August.
Mm-hmm.
Um. Okay, by not posting anything in the chat, hopefully we'll last. Yeah, we've got this is the 9 days they call. A lot of bad things have happened about this time of the year to Israel, including the destruction of both temples, or the one temple, if you count the second one. You might. It was a temple, wasn't the temple, but and it leads up to the ninth of Av, the ninth day of the month of Av, which is coming up. And so for 9 days, there's a sense of mourning in Israel, like
Well,
you know,
it's a full fast. No wearing leather shoes.
yeah, they like,
There's a lot
well,
of no bathing, no perfume, no shaving.
I saw an article on Chabad.org. It talked about the wine. It's like if it's for Shabbos or for a circumcision, if it's if it's one of those, if it's a certain, you're not prohibited, but they would rather you not even embark alcohol. So yeah, it's a time of mourning, if you will. It's a bit of a mourning time. You don't have to afflict yourself like Yom Kippur, but um, so yeah, the Tisha B'Av, the ninth of Av is coming up. And so that's what's going on there. There's a lot going on out there.
Yeah.
That's at Jordan, Saudi Arabia, Egypt, and Qatar, of all people, which I'm surprised at, want Hamas to leave Gaza, disarm,
Right.
leave, and never come back.
Right.
And that's a big deal. That's a big deal because it's always been Palestine by default for Muslims, because you just can't
Mm-hmm.
get Jews. Um, and they've had a rough time. I just wish the countries that displaced them back in the 6 Day War would have taken them in as refugees instead of running away and preventing them from leaving. It's a sad thing, but they elected some bad people who've done some bad stuff to a lot of good people, and it's time they come to an end. And they do. They need to leave and never come back. And let's make Gaza, a beachfront, beautiful, gorgeous piece of land that it is, and celebrate where you're at, and no more war, no more ridiculous divisiveness. I mean, either way, it's going to happen. But it'd be nice if we could, if people would choose to do it. So while the European countries wanting a Palestinian state,
France
people,
and yeah, and EU. Yeah.
yeah,
I loved it. I loved it how the Knesset guy turned around and said, "Why don't you build them a state? Give up some of your real estate and build a state for
yeah.
Palestine." I go, you go with your bad self, son. I did. I thought
um,
that's like you go.
yeah, they never wanted a Palestinian state to begin with. This is just political posturing. It means nothing. It's meaningless. It's ridiculous. It's never been about having a Palestinian state. It was always about getting rid of the Jews because God was
Mm-hmm.
on their side. And now they don't really have a side worth, well,
Mm-hmm. Oh,
um,
I came across on the reels that you
mhm.
get. Well, one of the reels is there's a guy I can't remember his name, but he's like doing is to Islam the Muslims that say Tovia Singer would be doing to the Christians.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and he's good too.
Huh. And what was it? Do you remember his name?
No, I don't, not offhand. but
Uh,
I am following him. So I've got so many people that I follow. Whenever if he shows up, he shows up. I think I might have sent it to you in your side.
you might
In
have.
one. Yeah, I might
I did.
have.
I did get one of your memes.
Oh, didn't you like all those memes that were so cool?
Yeah, it's hard to capture 'em when they're the playable ones, but there's some really good ones.
Yep.
Before I get to memes, this isn't exactly a meme, but this is what I heard. I haven't confirmed it yet, but it came out, and I don't doubt it at all. In fact, I might say I believe it. Ray Epps was one of the people who was trying to get people to charge the Capitol. He had some people that were with him who charged the Capitol and made problems with the police. This isn't the first confrontation where the police were firing rubber bullets and flash grenades into the crowd that were peaceful. This is afterwards. This is the second half of that day. Um, so yeah, we'll see how that goes. We forgot about Ray Epps, didn't we? We don't talk about him much. There's so much to talk about. But when you got, roughly 18 years of bullshit, to between Obama and Biden and all their friends,
Hmm.
Hillary Clinton, she's gonna be having fun soon. She's gonna be doing real well. So first meme of the day here, we're gonna give this one out to the lovely, the brilliant and fierce employee of the month. Here goes after Tulsi Gabbard. Thank you, Tulsi, for being
Yay.
kick ass. I like Tulsi. And, that's what happened.
Hmm.
She was one of the good ones over there on the Democrats. One of the few Americans left. Um, so that's one. Here's this is another meme. It's not political or anything like that. But
Yes.
thought this one was funny.
Hmm.
Mr. E.T.
Pitiful
uh,
little baby.
if you're watching the news, apparently there's a model over here that modeled some jeans, and big influencers on TikTok where all the
Yes.
the best and brightest of the American people go to express themselves and their wisdom to the world. Um, so now what they're saying is this girl in jeans, not even showing a lot, and is white supremacy. It is Nazi propaganda, and people believe it. They can't say why.
Oh,
They just
jeez.
say it is. She has good
Jeez, oh,
genes, and
Pete.
it spelled it Genes, and she crossed it out and put Jeans. That was the advertisement. That was what she was doing. She crossed out.
Right.
It was a big mural on the side of a building, and so yeah, Nazi propaganda. And of course, people who support that kind of message are Democrats, and here it is. Babylon B. I have to have a Babylon B one once in a while. You got to have Babylon B in
Oh,
there.
shoot.
And
Okay.
did you see it? Is it all
We
right?
hate, we hate capital and hot chicks and the Jews.
And the Jews. It's pretty much true. Speaking of, this is just funny. I had to get that on there. Um, any dietary restrictions we should be aware of? And nobody has more restrictions than a Jew. Don't even talk about allergies, okay?
Right.
Um,
Yeah, I like
and
this one. That's why I sent that one to you.
yep. And I think that's all of them. I think that's all. Oh, and finally, Israel, the only country on earth that has to defend itself for defending itself.
Right.
And there are your memes of the week, folks. And there we go. All done. Hey, let's get a round of applause because I like the old lady applause in my
Yay.
clap. All right. Okay. Moving right along with the evening. Think I should try something in the chat?
Nah, I wouldn't.
Ah, that's okay. Nobody comes to see us anymore anyway, Rosalie. It's just us. Got
Yeah.
the James and Rosalie show. James
Oh, yeah.
Ali. Ooh. Or Rosa James. Anyway. We're beginning Devarim this week. Devarim, otherwise known as Deuteronomy.
Mhm.
This is Mishnah. This is a repetition. This is the book of the Bible that was not written by Moses, but by the scribes on Moses' final speech to the people of Israel as they're crossing the Jordan. And this is something else I did want to bring up, and the reason why part of the theme of discussion for tonight, which will be open to you, the viewer, and you can always chat. And of course, buymeacoffee.com/idol smasher if you want to help the channel upgrade a bit, because one day we'd like to. But it says the fallen who cause others to fall, or cause the fall of others. That was why they were called Nephilim back in Genesis 6. When the flood happened, it says the Nephilim were around in those days, and then it goes on to say that the sons of God took daughters from the sons of men who they liked. It wasn't a good time. It was the worst time in our history, and we'll never go back to that. Thank goodness. We try though, don't we? But when we read Deuteronomy here, I think it starts in chapter 2. Maybe it is or the second, the third portion of the Parsha here. Went until it brought up the giants that were in the land, and they weren't called in this particular instance Nephilim, but they're the same race, the Rephaim. Nephilim means these are those who fall and cause others to fall. And they were giants, like real giants. What is this? Deuteronomy chapter 1. Where do you think we are going? Our brothers have discouraged us, saying, we saw there are a people greater and taller than we, great and fortified cities suspended in the sky, and the descendants of the giants. And let's see, because they're going to bring it up again. There's another name for them. Let me get over here. They didn't cause others to fall necessarily. It was how they are so easily able to influence men. I'm trying to find the Rashi. I should mark this. If it's a book, I should start reading out of a book again. I need to get another Chumash and go to the book so I can bookmark it and not have to scroll through. But something struck me about them is was it? Oh yes, the Emim. That's the other name. It talks about people who were once in the land. It says, leave the Amorites alone. Don't distress the Moabites, because that's their land goes to Lot. Okay?
Uh-huh.
He's back training. He says, the Emim formerly dwelt there. They were a people of great, numerous, and tall as the giants. And the Rashi's commentary, you might think that this is the land of the Rephaim. I see Rephaim. It's just so bad. I can't ever get it right. Lived there originally. However, this is not the case. As I drove out these Rephaim, I need a Jew. In favor of Lot's descendants and settled them there in their place. They were also considered Rephaim, just like the giants. The Moabites called them Emim. Those Emim are considered Rephaim, just like giants are called Rephaim, because the hands of all who see them become weak out of fear. And that's another way. That's to me, they call them that in this end of the Bible, but in the beginning, Nephilim was a word that was used to those who cause others to fall. And what is one way we see, and we can see it in the world now, people fall?
Okay.
What's the first step?
Try this. Rephaim.
Rephaim. Okay. Did you get that from a Jew?
No, I got that from figuring out where you were. And I finally found you in chapter 2:11 where it is.
2:11. Okay, yeah. Rephaim. Oh boy. What's one way that causes people to fall? Fear. Every time he goes on, talking about the land, and he talks about how did we get here kind of a thing, and he really starts with it. Your forefathers were too scared and too fearful, basically. fear. And
Hmm.
these people could have been leaders. They could have done great work, but I mean, imagine being that size naturally, a giant, and these little people around you are so awestruck of you. Eventually, you probably will want to lord over them. I could kind of see that or a drama, how that would take place in drama. I couldn't see myself being that way. Um,
Yeah, if you go down to 20, the Ammonites call the Raphaim Zam Zumim.
yeah, yes,
Okay.
it's just interesting how they take some time here in Devarim that really wasn't talked about elsewhere. For the giants were, and Isaiah. Let me see if I can find something here. I'm pretty sure it's Isaiah.
Don't know.
Ezekiel. It's Ezekiel. Ezekiel 22:24. I'm going to go to Mechan Mamre. It's 22:24. We get down here. Son of man, son of man, say to her, thou art a land is not cleansed, nor rained upon in the day of indignation. He's talking about Israel. No rain fell on Israel during the day of indignation. That was so. If you want to know, it explains. And I wanted to find this before too, but it's Ezekiel 22:24. No rain fell on Israel, and that's how the giants survived. That's how that race of men survived, and they are men. They're not fallen angels. Og is referred to as a man. In this week's Torah portion, he talks about Og. He had 9 cubits long, and calls him the man. It was as wide as the man. That's the word it's used. These were a race of people. And the rain came and took everybody out. But if no rain fell there, and the only place on earth we hear of giants, as if I mean, like several different kinds of giants, or at least different names given to them at different points in history, and they all happen to be in the Holy Land. The idea of There's an idea that Og clung to the ark for the year that it was in, that the waters prevailed, and there's another one that he stood on the tallest mountain to survive. But if there was no land in Israel, that's where your giants were. It was not cleansed. It probably didn't need to be cleansed.
Right?
Here he is. For only King Og of Bashan was left. This is 11:3. Deuteronomy 3:11. For only King Og of Bashan was left from the remnant of the Rephaim. His bed was a bed of iron. Is it not in Rabbah of the Amorites? It's 9 cubits long and 4 cubits wide, according to the cubit of the man. And Rashi says this is referring to a cubit of the man of Og himself. So a cubit is an arm's length.
Was it like
So
18 inches or something like that?
yeah, about, I guess, something like that. But Og would be huge.
Uh-huh.
It would be so if you have he was big, iron. Okay, so those who cause others to fall. Yishai Fleischer does a great commentary on a recent interview that Jon Stewart did with some alleged Jew. He calls himself a Jew. He said he's a religious Jew. I'm not here to say that, but I can just tell you this: it certainly didn't show. And they basically just I don't know if they were gaslighting or whatever, but there's a big enough push for people to have fear and loathing for the Jewish people that we don't need two self-hating Jews getting up there who are against Israel and are there just to make them look like um, murderous heathens, basically.
Right.
Every excuse you can give. Well, if Israel hadn't done this, then the Palestinians wouldn't do this. Yeah, they slaughtered people um, uh, in the at 9/11. Yes, they were slaughtered. That's bad. Or not 9/11, in October 7th, and that was bad. But they wouldn't slaughter their enemies when they tried to kill them once. And they slaughtered a bunch of people who tried to kill them. Say, oh wait, they killed their enemies in a war, and you're comparing that to just walking over and slaughtering people willy nilly. Not soldiers, not legionnaire, just, women, children, men too. Um, those are modern day Nephilim. Really, our giants really come through the media, do come through our screens. You don't meet anybody around you naturally that thinks like that or that comes up with this stuff or teaches people how great communism is. You don't. It just doesn't happen. It takes a greater force. It takes a gigantic force to bring you down that far, where you're stuck, you know, outside of reality. And we have that here. A lot of it is fear. Um, I got no fear left really when it comes to. I mean, I have my own fear of God and what He's going to do to me because I'm a rotten person. I'm not a rotten person, but I'm still. But as far as fear in the world, he's in this week's Parsha. He's go. Don't worry about don't worry about your armies winning the war because it's God who fights for you. It's not you. It's about God. It's always about having faith in God. And I don't know why you would even use the word faith. God was there with them. God constantly did miracles. They still kvetch. They still complain. I guess that's the way it is with us. We know God is there. We know God is above us. We know God is in charge. And yet, we don't have faith the way things turn out. I'm a bad one at that too. So, yeah, I just wanted to, do not fear them, for it is God, your God, who is fighting for you. Do not fear. How many times, Rosalie, do we hear in the Bible, do not fear?
That's right.
Fear is the path to the dark side and not the
Rabbi
cool
Ru-
dark.
Rabbi
Hmm.
Reuven's theme this week on Tuesday, I think it was that fear no man.
Yeah. And yet you have people whose very nature, very presence would cause people to tremble in fear. That's a powerful negative energy, but it's powerful and it can move a lot. It can move mountains. Unfortunately, can't lift them up over a nation, but you can move mountains. You can do great and terrible things. Yeah, I listened to a bit of Rabbi Reuven. He was talking about when a woman is having her monthly,
Oh, Nida.
and yes, and how we're not supposed to engage in let's just say romantic activity of any kind.
You're not even supposed to touch her.
Yeah, if I didn't touch my wife for 2 weeks, I don't think she'd be happy. Because it's 14 days, it's 7 days before or 7 days after too, isn't it? 7 before, 7 after, something like that. You're not supposed to come in contact like that.
Something like that.
Yeah, because you have to go clean. So the week of and then the week after that be. And if I couldn't, if I didn't give my wife a peck on the cheek, now we don't engage, but yeah, it's the sages would say you should be thinking to yourself, I'd rather be dead than do this. And I didn't get to stick around. We did go out to eat, and we had some family plans, so I couldn't finish the class. But I really like to go back and watch that. It's immensely interesting. I don't understand why necessarily. If it's just a Jewish thing, if this is a universal thing, um, I'd really like to know. Because yeah, not having absolutely no physical contact with your wife for 2 weeks, and you know, like can't touch her, can't hold hands. What if she's clean? What if she washed them? I mean, and use soap. I don't know. I'd like to look more into that. He's all right guy. Keep listening to him. I'm going to have my own Rabbi Reuven um, impersonation. The way he
Hmm.
talks, he's got a
Yes.
way. It's almost like I can't put him who he reminds me of.
Oh, I can. He's he is the what the Baptists would consider the hell and damnation preacher for the
Fire and
Jews.
Brimstone.
Yes, for the Jews.
Yeah, yes. This guy takes no. He takes no. He gives you no crap. Takes no crap. He doesn't. He does not mince words. Wow, who
Oh,
does he remind me of?
you should have heard him on Wednesdays when he has the Stump the Rabbi and questions you can
Yes,
ask him. Oh my God, he went at yeah. You should go back and listen to the last hour.
I
Yeah,
can feel that heat too. I have to sometimes. You know.
yeah. Well, he went after a whole bunch of Muslims who were being assholes, and
Uh,
he didn't call them assholes, but he called them stupid. He says, "Why are you coming here to a rabbi to learn Muslim stuff? You know, Islamic stuff." It's like, go to your imam or somebody.
oh, that ice has to break sometime. You gotta get those. You gotta get those folks.
Well,
Gotta get the cousins. You
they're
know,
hitting him up
sorted.
on TikTok or whatever else, And it's like, well, this guy who is out doing this, he went to a professor who was fluent in 15 of the old languages of the time. And she went through all the historical evidence and everything else and all the reading of Islam and all that. And funny, it doesn't match up. Islam didn't start until the 8th century, and they claim it's the 6th or the 7th, and they claim that this is this way and that way. Shouldn't all the holy temples face Mecca? Well, where the hell is Mecca? There's no such thing as Mecca. Mecca wasn't even heard from until the 8th century. Yeah. Oh, this guy's like I said. This guy's good. Yeah, and he's a he's a theologian. He's got a doctorate in theology and something else. So yeah, this is pretty good. Well, I say his last name is Sylvan, but I can't remember. I don't think that's right.
Well, you can't curse Israel anymore. It's just not gonna work. Um, be Muslim. Be good Muslims. I mean, I wouldn't mind going to Saudi Arabia just to get into Ferrari World. That's a heck of a park they've built down there, and they're about to have the tallest, fastest, steepest roller coaster. Not steepest, tallest, fastest roller coaster in the world. It goes off a mountain. You go off of it. It's going to be amazing. I've been watching this. Falcon's Flight is its name. I've been watching this develop for about 3 years now, and I just want to go. Yeah, or Dubai. Go to Dubai. That's where Ferrari World is. Uh, be good Muslims, but you got to let the Jews be Jewish. You got to let them Jew. Jews got to Jew. We can't we can't get mad anymore. We can't. I mean, I know the books are a bit different, but come on, we can do this. There's coexistence. We can have. I mean, if we just stop cursing Israel, Candace Owens is about to get smacked upside the head with a royal lawsuit out of
Yeah.
Delaware of all places. They're losing it. I can't even. I don't even like it anymore. I would rather argue with Muslims and Christians and Noahides and Jews than I was in a Noahide chat room, and when I went in, I thought it was going to be Noahides debating, which can be quite fun. And I used to get scared, and I didn't want to talk like that. I didn't want to debate, but it wasn't a debate like this. It was actually set up by a couple or what appears to be secularists or possibly atheists, and when they would ask a question, it wasn't sincere. It was just a way for them to say your Bible is stupid and you're stupid for following it. I just didn't, and I this one guy, he just wasn't going to let up. Um, I left. I think I've lost my taste for that kind of debate anymore. I'm not going to get through to anybody like that. If they want to learn something, yeah, that's fine, but I just can't do it. I know I should be out there, helping people and being willing to, but I've done it for so long, and people who just want to insult and they have to dumb themselves down, let alone you, to ask the questions they ask, and they ask, as a Noahide, how can you believe this? And the Bible says this, and you remember something. Well, that's not what I'm talking about. That's not in the Bible. Like when you're asking a Noahide, it's like asking a Jew, but don't use the rest of your teaching. Don't use the oral. Don't use Kabbalah. Don't use Mishnah or Midrash. Don't. It's silly. It's just silly. I don't know where I'm going with this. Yeah, but I would rather debate a religious person of something than the gotcha questions from the modern atheists out there who don't get it. They don't want to get it. Not even atheists, just anti-theists. I haven't used that word in a while.
Mm-hmm.
Anti-theists. I forgot about them. They're out there. I mean, not just the communists, because they're anti-theists by nature. Uh, but anyway, to the atheist, I don't mean anything. It's the anti-theist. It's people who want to missionize how stupid you are. Nobody wants to be called stupid, and I get it. It's a debate and gotcha, but I'm exhausted. So to the folks out there, I mentioned this show too, who are in the debate. How y'all doing in the group? I hope it's lots of fun.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Moving right along to this week's Haftarah.
Yay.
This is a book we could get into and chat about for about the next 5 years. Book of Ezekiel or Book of Isaiah. There we go. And it's chapter 1. If you're watching for the first time, the Haftarah is a reading from the Hebrew Bible that pertains to the Torah portion we read today, but is not part of the Torah. There was a time when the Torah was prohibited to the Jewish people. They weren't allowed to have their Torah. No, you're too good with that Torah. We got to level the playing field. You can't have that. And they would still teach everything because it was in the rest of their texts. So you got the same information. Interesting how that worked out. Oh, I can have all the rest of them? Oh, yeah, but we know how important that Torah is, so you can't have it. Okay, our children are going to learn anyway. Nice try. All right, shall I read this week? I can read
Yes.
this week. Okay,
Because I don't want to take a chance on jumping in and out again.
gotcha. Wet my whistle. Yeshayahu, a.k.a. Isaiah, chapter 1. The vision of Isaiah, son of Amoz, which he saw concerning Judah and Jerusalem in the days of Uzziah, Jotham, Ahaz, and Hezekiah, kings of Judah. Hear, O heavens, and give ear, O earth, for the Lord has spoken. Children, I have raised and exalted, yet they have rebelled against me. An ox knows his owner, and a donkey his master's crib. Israel does not know. My people does not consider. Woe to a sinful nation, a people heavy with iniquity, evil-doing seed, corrupt children. They forsake the Lord. They provoked the Holy One of Israel. They drew backwards. Why are you beaten when you still continue to rebel? Every head is afflicted with illness, and every heart with malaise. From the sole of the foot until the head there is no soundness. Wounds and contusions and lacerations, sores, they have not sprinkled, neither have they been bandaged, nor was it softened with oil. Your land is desolate, your cities burn with fire, your land and your presence, strangers devour it, and it is desolate it is desolate as that turned over to strangers. And the daughter of Zion shall be left like a hut in a vineyard, like a lodge in a cucumber field, like a besieged city. Had not the Lord of hosts left us remnant, we would soon be like Sodom. we would reassemble Gomorrah. Hear the word of the Lord, O rulers of Sodom. Give ear to the law of our God, O people of Gomorrah. Of what use are you, what use are your many sacrifices to me, says the Lord. I am sated with burnt offerings of rams and the fattened cattle and the blood of bulls and sheep and he goats. I do not want. When you come to appear before me, you requested this of you. Who requested this of you to trample my courts? You shall no longer bring vain meal offerings. It is smoke of abomination to me. New moons and Sabbaths, calling convictions. I cannot bear iniquity with assembly. Your new moons and your appointed seasons my soul hates. They are a burden to me. I am weary of bearing them. And when you spread out your hands, I will hide my eyes from you. When you pray at length, I do not hear. Your hands are full of blood. Wash, cleanse yourselves, remove the evil from your deeds, from before my eyes. Cease to do evil. Learn to do good, seek justice, strengthen the robbed, perform justice for the orphan, plead the case of the widow. Come now, let us debate, says the Lord. If your sins prove to be like crimson, they will become white as snow. If they prove to be as red as crimson dye, they shall become as wool. If you be willing and obey, you shall eat the best of the land. But if you refuse and rebel, you shall be devoured by the sword, for the mouth of the Lord spoke. How has she become a harlot? No, yeah.
Uh-huh.
How has she become a harlot, a faithful city full of justice in which righteousness would lodge, but now murderers? Your silver has become dross, your wine is diluted with water. Your princes are rebellious and companions of thieves. Everyone loves bribes and runs after payments. The orphan they do not judge, and the quarrel of the widow does not come to them. Therefore says the Master, the Lord of hosts, the mighty one of Israel, Oh, I will console myself from my adversaries, and I will avenge myself of my foes. And I will return my hand upon you, and purge away your dross as with lye, and remove all your tin. And I will restore your judges as at the first, and your counselors as in the beginning. Afterwards you shall be called City of Righteousness, faithful city. Zion shall be redeemed through justice, and her penitent, excuse me, and her penitent through righteousness.
Amen.
And thus ends this week's Torah reading.
Yes, it is.
That's a rough way to start out prophecy, isn't it?
Uh-huh. Well, Isaiah isn't for the weak.
You know, I kind of see this in my own nation as well.
Thank you. I
There,
was going to bring that up, I was going to bring it up too, but you kept on going. It's like, okay, I didn't want to interrupt, so.
uh, um, yeah, number 7. Your land is desolate. Your cities burnt with fire. Your land in your presence, strangers devour it, and it is desolate as that turned over to the strangers. Is that what you're talking about?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because we've had foreigners come over here and just kind of take over places and uh,
I was going to say it sounds like our justice system, our government, which we're just coming out of.
which wasn't it was far from just.
You're 23. Your princes are rebellious and companions of thieves. Everyone loves bribes and runs after payments. Doge kind of brought that to the. It's like
Yeah.
that right there. It's like, oh, right there. Excuse me. Yeah, that's exactly what I saw.
Mm.
That was my thoughts when I saw that. It's like, that sounds vaguely familiar.
Your princes are rebellious and companions of thieves.
Yep.
Everyone loves bribes and runs after payments. It's funny, it didn't say money or gold. It wasn't that you wanted to get rich. You were running after payments. That means other people are paying. You're getting your money off of others.
Mm-hmm.
The orphan they do not judge, and the quarrel of the widow does not come to them. Learn to do good. At 17, this is powerful. Learn to do good, seek justice, strengthen the robbed, perform justice for the orphan, and plead the case of the widow. That's right there. That's just that's
Mm-hmm.
bliss. That's bliss. Well, we're being
Heart of the
unjust.
seven, no. Heart of the
Yeah,
seven, no, I'd less.
yeah, that's denim right there.
Mm-hmm.
Denim is the commandment to set up fair and balanced courts of justice. One of the universal laws of the Torah. That means it's yours too. Why should I follow Torah? I don't know. Have a live in a just world. Wouldn't that be
Right.
nice? He doesn't say beautiful. He doesn't say make it a beautiful world, make it a peaceful world. He's making a just world. That's what I always hear. But and that begins our look into Devarim,
Dev-
Deuteronomy,
yeah. Devarim. Mm-hmm.
and buymeacoffee.com/the idol smasher, and we can maybe get some improvements here to the show. Some equipment, whatnot. I could definitely do well with, and be able to take calls. That would be nice. But most of all, would like to thank you for watching. And normally we have a chat over here,
Sides, yep.
a side chat, and there'd be stuff in there for you to click on.
Exit
Not
stage left.
yeah, there. Yeah, it is. Isn't it? It's not there this week, but you're always invited. And we do talk Torah, but if there's other questions you have, or if you're of a different religious persuasion, you want to compare and contrast, feel free. All you need is a decent attitude. We'd love to have you. Um, and we're coming up on the end of the show here. Rosalie, is there anything you'd like to add? Have we missed? Did we miss anything in the?
I need prayers for my daughter-in-law. She had gallbladder surgery today. So, Refuah Shalema for Amber Batkava. And, yep. And Refuah Shalema for Cecile Bat Evelyn, which is my mother. And Rosalie Bat Cecile, me, of course. I always take prayers of that.
Heck, I'll even take one too. I'm relatively healthy and things aren't going so bad, but
Well, Refuah Shalema for James Ben, your father's name.
Ben Shimshon, Yakov Ben
First name,
Shimshon,
Yaakov.
Sanford. That's
Your dad's,
that's what. Yeah, that's
your da-
that's what I was called. Yeah, that's what Gav gave me. That was the name. What's your dad's name? Sanford. So you are Yakov Ben Shimshon. That's how you would say me. But
yeah.
Sanford, yeah. It's a name you don't hear too often anymore. Sanford.
I'm coming. I'm coming, Elizabeth. Lemon. Lemon.
I love Red Fox.
Lemon. I
Yeah.
love that show. Joe.
I had a
Yep.
really groovy theme. Quincy Jones wrote the theme
Mm-hmm.
to Sanford and Sons. You get that clavicle and that groove. That was Quincy Jones. He did he did Michael Jackson's most successful 3 albums: Off the Wall, Bad, and Thriller. And I'm
Mm-hmm.
not sure if I'm a Michael Jackson fan or a Quincy Jones fan, because the other albums just don't sound the same. They don't have the same in them. They don't have the same production values. And Michael did his own thing, whatever. But You listen to Thriller,
Quincy,
there's just
Quincy,
something to
yeah,
it.
Quincy Jones was excellent. Yep, yep, yep.
I recommend Quincy Jones and um, Miles Davis and Quincy Jones at Montreal. It's a great jazz album. Okay. On that note, wishing you the best and an easy fast and mourning for Israel
Yes,
for the continuing 9 days and victory in the land, so we can have some
yes.
peace. Peace. Imagine a world where there's no more war, no more threat of war. It's not looming over you. We're spoiled here in America. We got our own problems. We got our own little wars going on here. But man, put your kids on a bus and just wonder, is some schmuck going to blow them up? You know, because of a little sect of a religion. Is it true, Rosalie? They had to invent a new form of Islam so that Iran could maintain, or the leadership of the Iran Republic could be maintained by those people. Didn't they have to pretty much invent a new form? It's not
Well,
even.
how many? Well, look how many. I mean, look how many factions of Christianity are. You got to know there's going to be factions for Islam as well.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Well, you got your Sufis and you got your other ones, and
The Sunnis and the Shiites. That's what it is. The Shiites. They're the
mm,
oddballs. Because Mecca is held by the Sunnis, right? Yeah,
I don't
the
know.
prince and all them. America's not going to be telling them what to do. That's President Trump went over and said that to them, and he got a standing applause, standing ovation. I'm not going to tell you how to run your lives anymore. It's like, thank goodness we're not wasting our money. Thank you, President Trump. Follow the money. And we're following Hillary Clinton. She's going to get it. They found her. They just released the
Oh, I
document,
want. I
the
can't wait for him to
email.
get Pelosi. Oh,
Yeah, and causing January 6th. All this
mm-hmm.
stuff, they've been messing with your head. I know we have become so accustomed to having schmucks run our lives
You
to the
got to
point
pass
now,
it to know what's in it.
yeah,
Yeah.
let's bear them being a Republican. Well, there's very
Yeah,
little left of the
my favorite
Democrat
my
Party.
favorite thing right now is Martha Stewart went to jail, went to prison for insider trailing. Yeah, and why is Nancy Pelosi still run allowed to go
Holds
free?
office.
Yeah,
I mean, yeah, well, they're all going to get it. I think Obama, I don't think anything's going to happen to Obama.
I do.
Um, you do?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, optimist. He needs it. It was overrun. They have, yeah. I'm getting it now, and everyone's so caught up with the Epstein thing.
I'm
They don't
not.
even know if there are files, but darn, we want them released anyway. What files? The Epstein files. Okay, which files? Well, all of them. It's like, hey, people are stupid, And I can
Too
understand why
much.
Trump's frustration when he's finding out all that they've been pulling with us, and the fact that we
Yeah.
found the evidence, we found more and more evidence. So yeah, Hillary was in on it.
Hey,
It
I'm
was
posting all of it.
so.
I'm posting all of it. When it comes when it comes across and I find it, I post it.
I
Yeah,
would like
eat
to
this. Yeah, you
congratulate
guys
America
eat
for.
this. Yeah, eat this, all you Trump haters. Yeah, Trump's a pervert. Yeah, who else is a pervert that you? Yeah, your guy
Yeah,
doesn't look so squeaky clean either. So
yeah.
shut the fuck up.
Who put boys in girls' bathrooms in sports? Obama.
Mm.
Well, you know, there's always a chance. Do good. Good will be done. It'll be a better world.
Meanwhile, how about all these earthquakes and volcanoes going off?
Russia's got one. I think Kilauea went up
Oh my
too.
God, there's almost over well, at least 150, and most of them are 4.5. These are the aftershocks. I mean, yeah, they're all 4.5. I haven't seen anything under 4.0 yet. So it's
My
like,
goodness.
and earthquakes are one of my things because I took a class on earthquakes and all that. So it's like in college. So it's like, yeah, this is pretty. This is
Wow.
pretty That's pretty significant. You know me, I'm a big one on, yeah, the pole shift is going to happen. And it's like we're in earth wobble right now. That's why the volcanoes are going off. We're in earth wobble. So it's going to happen pretty damn soon. So we got that to look at. And our neshamas thought, hey, isn't this a cool time to be alive? We're going to be here for the end. We're going to be here for the pole shift. Yeah. Okay.
Oh man.
Thrill seekers.
Get ready.
I know it's
Get,
bad enough we got to deal with the Jewish stuff, and you're going to make us do this too? Dang.
yeah.
We're some mean FSOBs, let me tell you. We're pretty privileged. It's like, what kind of karma do we got to get through?
Mm-hmm.
It's like, all right, what kind of karma do we got coming for us? Or what did we do in a past life that earned us this? It's like,
Everything.
pretty much. Yeah.
We're the culmination of all of it, of all history. Yeah, that was 8.2 or 8.8.
8.8. Yep.
Yeah.
It was a big one. And like I said, and there's still big ones coming. I mean, 4 point anything is nothing to sneeze at. I mean,
Mm.
come on now. It's like,
I've been in a couple when they were the Oklahoma
yeah,
quakes but never one by natural causes like this.
yeah. This one, this is magma. Yeah, this is earthquake stuff. And it's like, yeah, I'm glad the tsunamis weren't worse.
Yeah.
That that was one of my main concerns too. It's like the tsunamis weren't bad.
That went all down the west coast of North American continent too.
Mm-hmm.
Canada,
Yeah.
all that. That was
Hawaii. Yeah, I'm surprised it didn't hit over on. There might have been very little fallout, maybe in the South America,
yeah.
but and even still, they're having some pretty big earthquakes down there too. So it's like when one goes off, they're all going off, and it's interesting times we are living in.
Yes, it
So
is.
yeah, well, right now it's like it looked really hazy and foggy today to me, and it's like nope, it's the smoke from Canada and all the wildfires in Canada
Oh yeah, that's
drifting
right.
down this way. So now, not only do we have that, we're going to have the ash and the fallout in the atmosphere from the volcanoes. So that's gonna. I am pretty concerned about this winter.
Huh. Maybe you
I
should
am
be.
a little concerned about this winter because with all that ash and everything in the air and the darkening of the sky, yeah, I don't know if it'll keep it warmer. And the thing is, they're still trying to force climate change on this. Can you believe that? It's not climate change. The Earth is doing what the Earth does. They're,
Another
they're
Nephilim.
yeah, but it's just yeah. I mean, I've got a fireplace and I'm seriously thinking about. We've got some trees and wood and all that, and I'm seriously thinking about grabbing a bunch of them and because from the storms that we had, there's a bunch of dead trees and branches and all that. I'm seriously thinking about having my son. We've got a couple chainsaws. It's like
Mm.
go along the roadsides and whatever, and start chopping up wood, and bringing it back to the house. We're gonna start. We're gonna we're gonna throw some
Yeah,
in the garage. We're gonna throw some in the garage because I'm kind of a little wary on that.
I don't blame you. We've had storms here, and we've been collecting branches. I don't have a chainsaw. I need to get a chainsaw. I have a handsaw.
Uh-huh.
But yeah, we're saving wood. We're collecting wood and because you never know.
You got a wood
And
burning stove?
no, we do not. We have a
Something.
fire. We have a fire pit, and if
Well,
you need fire to cook,
wood burning stove might be something you might want to think about.
yeah, if we can just vent it properly.
Oh, venting
Um,
is no big deal.
well, hmm,
You can always
maybe I'll
vent
look
it out
into
your
that.
furnace pipe too.
Yeah,
Get your wood burning stove kickers and all this, depending on the type of furnace that you have.
Well, I'm going to look that up.
You have something to think about. This way, you know, if you lose electricity and all that, you've got your wood burning stove. Because all the gas stoves now are electronically messed with.
Oh, we've got a butane, but butane will
Okay.
only last so long, you know.
Yeah, I know. We got fuel oil.
Let's hope it doesn't come to this. Let's hope it's an
Right.
easy winter.
Well, it would be nice, but I don't know. Like I said, with depending on how far up in the atmosphere the ashes and how soon it'll dissipate and how long the volcanoes are going to go off, you don't know.
Hmm.
You don't know, and it's like that plays a part in it, cleaning through the atmosphere and clearing and everything, and having it drift down this way. And if Mount Rainier goes, then it's like okay, it's like here we go. It's like Mount St. Helens. Look at the storms we had after that.
Hmm.
You might be a little too. Yeah, no, you're old enough to remember that in
Oh,
'86 when
all
Mount
right.
St. Helens blew.
Yeah, I was young, but I was there. Alive, I should say. Was not
Yeah,
there.
so it's just something to look forward to. It's like I said, I'm thinking hard about it, and it's like
Smart.
those. So
I
it's
was.
like our electricity goes out every now and then, depending on the storms and all that. And I've got a lot of older trees, so it wouldn't take much for one of the stupid trees to break a branch or something and knock out the electric.
Hmm.
If not in my place, in the whole area.
Yeah, save your wood and smart. I was a Boy Scout. Be prepared. That's our motto.
Yep.
All right, we're going to end the live portion. We're going to see you next week. Thank you so much for tuning in. We appreciate you very much. We
Shabbat shalom,
appreciate the
everybody.
uptick in views over on YouTube and X as well. So you're always welcome here, 8 p.m. Thursdays, right here on Rumble, and we'd love to have you. Hopefully, we'll be able to put a link in the chat so and not get kicked out of the room when we do so. So
Oh,
uh,
that's horrible.
yeah,
That's just downright weird. That's got to be on them, not us.
no, it's not on us. No, I was given good links. Those were good links. Shabbat shalom, everybody. Be well.
Shabbat shalom.